Hey everyone, Michael here with another video. So today we're going to be going through coDiagnostiX and how to align denture for an implant overdenture case here on this software. So first off, as always, you just click on New Patient up here, and we're going to import our selected data. So this is going to be the CBCT of the patient wearing the denture. So I'm going to go find this file and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and provided this data to the AI assistant. And I'm going to go ahead and select the mandible here because that's what we're doing here. And I'm going to click OK. So first off, what we're going to do is while this loads with the AI, I'm going to go back to the main screen and I'm going to make a new patient here. So from this screen right here, I'm going to go ahead and import just the denture scan that we have. So this is the CBCT of just the denture with the fiduciary markers on it without it being in the patient's mouth. And you're importing this as a whole new patient. It's kind of convoluted and I don't know why it's this way, but that's just what we're going to do. And something important to note on this is that we are not providing this one to the AI assistant. We're going to align this manually. So go ahead and locate that and let's import that file. So as you can see here, we went ahead and you can see the fiduciary markers in the bottom left corner. So we're actually going to go back to that original first patient, which should be done with AI assistant now, and that is going to be the scan of the patient wearing the denture. All right, so we're back where we started, and you can see in the top left corner here that the AI assistant is done. So let's go ahead and just review all of these things that it did. So first off is going to be the automatic segmentation. You can see it got a little bit of the maxilla in there. We can just deselect that. Patient coordinate system is pretty much spot on. I like that. Panoramic curve, let's enable that and look through here. Looks good to me. We're going to go to the nerve canals as well. It always does a really good job with these nerve canals. Yeah, those look very spot on. So we're just going to click on Import Review Data. So we're importing all of this data, and no, I don't want to provide feedback. Like I always like to do, I will disable this default segmentation right over here on the left because it will just clean up the look a little bit. I'm going to go to this plus button on the left side right here, go to the drop down, and I'm going to click on Model Scan, which is the fourth from the top on my screen. And then I'm going to select Import Segmentation from a patient. All right, so right here, I'm going to pull up the file of just the denture that has been scanned, and I'm going to click on OK. Now, first off, I'm going to select Fine for this, Export Level of Detail. Just gives it a little bit more detail. And you can see here that it is actually really thin. It's almost paper thin right here. So this is actually what we see clinically as well. This is kind of a more interesting case, I guess. There's a reason we were using a guide for this one. And we're going to click on Use right here. And it's just going to simplify this into an STL file that you can see right here. And this is what we're going to use to fabricate the intaglio of the surgical guide with. So we're not going to use AI Assistant to align this because it does a really bad job with these implant overdentures. We're actually going to click on Align to Other Object right here. And we're going to be using this segmentation. Let's go full screen on this just so we can see. So the fun thing with this is that we're going to click on each one of these fiduciary markers on here. So we're going to click on the first one right here, and you can use the mouse wheel to scroll down to make it a little bit smaller. And we're just going to align all of these on from the left to the right. So where they're aligning on the CBCT of the patient wearing the denture versus just the denture itself. And this is vital for us to be able to actually fabricate this surgical guide. And we need this for the intaglio because we need to have a relation of what we're seeing in the mouth to what we're seeing on the CBCT as well. So now that we got all 6 of them done, we're going to click Next here in the bottom right. And it's going to go ahead and automatically do it based off of these spots. So I guess it's really not automatic. I'll check this 3D reconstruction down here, and I just like to see a little bit of show through between all of them. For whatever reason, there's always a little bit more artifacting on the actual CBCT of the patient wearing it, wearing the denture that is, versus just the denture itself. So you can see it generally protrudes a little bit from all these areas. This looks like it aligned well, so I'm going to click Finish down here. And this is what we're looking at. So this is our aligned denture with on the patient's mandible. And now we are ready to go ahead and design and place our implants here. So I'm going to continue that in the next video. So thank you very much for watching this one, and watch my next video to see how to place the implants in coDiagnostiX.